At the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey, that was former President Donald Trump pumping his fist as the crowd cheered, "Let's go Brandon," which means F, rhymes with a duck, Joe Biden. You could also see Congressman Marjorie Taylor Greene leading the crowd in the cheer and Tucker Carlson laughing. However, Democrats are now having the last laugh in all of this. Here's a little background. At sporting events starting in the fall of 2021, a number of Republican conservatives, when they would get together, they would start to chant F, and they would actually say the word F Joe Biden. Well, at a Talladega NASCAR race, an NBC Sports reporter was interviewing the winner, Brandon Brown. The reporter heard the crowd chanting F Joe Biden and thought that they were saying, "Let's go Brandon."
Oh my God, just such an unbelievable moment.
Brandon, you also told me, as you can hear the chants from the crowd, "Let's go Brandon."
And that caused conservatives at the race and on television and people who were watching to go crazy. Aha! They said this is a more polite way to say F Joe Biden. So "Let's go Brandon" took off. It started appearing on t-shirts, on hats. If you go to a Trump rally and you ask Trump supporters what it means, they will tell you, and they're not ashamed to do so.
Joe Biden.
How come?
Because, what was it, the race, right? Where we all started chanting Joe Biden, and then they're like, well, you know what, they're saying, "Let's go Brandon."
But why say something like that to the president of the United States?
Because he's a sack.
Well, a few months ago, a new related meme began to pop up among Democrats and the left. It was called Dark Brandon. And initially, this was a way for Democrats to lean into their despair over Joe Biden not getting things done. He couldn't raise the minimum wage. There were problems at the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court taking away abortion rights. There was no legislation getting through on climate change. There was no progress being made on guns. The Democrats couldn't even get past their own senators, Manchin and Sinema, to get a Democratic agenda through Congress. All of this was seen as Dark Brandon. And then, a few weeks ago, Joe Biden's victories began piling up. And suddenly, Dark Brandon started to mean Joe Biden being the master of the dark arts and being successful. That was Dark Brandon. Gas prices going down. Dark Brandon. A Senate deal on health care and climate change. Dark Brandon. A deal on guns. That's Dark Brandon. It went on and on. Everything that Joe Biden was doing, Senate deals, his popularity starting to go up, Democrats having new chances at the midterms, that was evidence of Dark Brandon. The exclamation point came with the Biden administration's assassination of al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri. Dark Brandon could not be stopped, and there was Democratic glee all over the internet. There were images of Dark Brandon like this one, a picture of Donald Trump. Gets COVID, can't breathe. Joe Biden as Dark Brandon. Gets COVID, kills top al-Qaeda leader. Another Dark Brandon image of Joe Biden literally reunifying the United States, sewing back together the American flag. And the person wrote, "I don't know who started Dark Brandon, but I like it." Even the Kansas vote, Kansas, a Republican red state where voters supported abortion rights, caused Dark Brandon to pop up, with Democrats saying, "See, Joe Biden is winning. He is the master. He's getting things done," when people doubted him. So what does it all mean? Well, I have a feeling Republicans are soon going to drop "Let's go Brandon" as quickly as they might try to drop a bad habit. Now that Democrats have embraced Brandon with Dark Brandon, the Republicans really don't have much to laugh at, do they? I suppose the time is coming when Republicans may chant "Let's go Brandon" and Democrats say, "Yeah, Dark Brandon," and we see how that goes. But in any case, Dark Brandon is winning. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us. Tell me what you think in the comment section.